God will literally prepare you for your pivot and your transition. He'll
Just
find some time to be still, because that's how you're able to hear clearer. Like, you can hear yourself clearer and you can hear God clearer. Like, Lord, what is it? What do you want me to do? What are you asking me to do? What are you guiding me to do? Like, make it plain and clear. You gotta see, if you want to grow, if you want clarity, you're gonna have to get over whatever fear you have of being by yourself. I had this thought the other day because I was thinking about how I'm currently in a transition and a pivot, if you will. I mean, I know I've been talking about pivoting and things like that, but like, this is like giving me clarity about my pivot, and now I'm like, all right, pivot in motion type shit. And it had me thinking, and I'm like, God will literally prepare you for your pivot and your transition. Like, he'll let you know when it's time to pivot and when it's time to transition. And I see like posts and things like that on social media about like how your body will tell you when it's time to move. Because I've been seeking God to get clarity about something that I've been feeling in my heart that it's time to do. I'm still not really interested in sharing what that pivot is. But in getting that clarity, I'm like, and even my therapist said it. She's like, you've been talking about this for a while, so like, good for you. And I thought about it. I'm like, God literally prepared me for this. So I'm like, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'll reflect back on when I got laid off. When I got laid off, God didn't necessarily say you about to get laid off. But I was experiencing so much anxiety going into that office. Like, I hated my job. I did. I hated it. There was a point in time where I enjoyed it. I loved it. But after a while, I genuinely hated it. I was just there to collect a check so I can pay my bills. And even one of my coworkers and friends, she was like, you're Eeyore. She told me I'm Eeyore at work. Eeyore at work. Like, I wasn't smiling. I was depressed and just like not a joy to be around in the office, if I'm being honest. And that's because I wasn't happy. I was experiencing high levels of anxiety every time I went into the office. I was overworked and underpaid. I was a team of one. I was just doing too much shit. Also, I didn't really have a passion for what I was doing anymore. I said I like to say, the day before I got laid off, I was telling Black Girl Mixer, we went on a self-care crawl. And that video I have a video on that as well, like the self-care crawl, and just touring different venues in downtown Las Vegas with the girls, just having a girls' day. And I was telling them how I want to be a full-time content creator. And they were just really encouraging, like, yeah, do it, go for it, da 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 da. Y'all, literally the next day on my way to work, I had so much anxiety going to work. I had a beautiful Sunday with Black Girl Mixer with the girls. I feel like that prepared me for what I was about to experience on Monday, because I had a beautiful Sunday, y'all. Beautiful, peaceful, joyful, a full Sunday. Monday, I woke up with hella anxiety. I couldn't function. I couldn't focus. I couldn't even pray. Then on my way to work, I'm like, Lord, I don't know what this is, but just make it plain and clear what it is that you're telling me to do. Make it plain and clear what my next steps are. Because I knew I was headed to work. We were having this big staff meeting. And I'm just like, here we go with the bullshit. And so on my way to work, I was able to get some type of prayer out, and I'm like, Lord, make it plain and clear. That's all I said. Lord, make it plain and clear. Get to the office. We had a staff meeting. Ain't nothing more plain and clear than your position is being eliminated. Ain't nothing more plain and clear than that. And so, when I think back on it, and y'all, my response, like, granted, I was pissed the fuck off because of how they did it. I wasn't mad at the fact that my position was being eliminated. I get it's business. Things shift. It was the way they did it. It's how they, in front of the entire staff, no forewarning, no nothing. And my position was the only one that got eliminated. Other people's positions were being like, it was going under some type of like transition, if you will. And it's like structure within the organization. So it was how they did it that pissed me off. But in that moment, I did have peace, because prior to that, I told God to make it plain and clear, but also just thinking about the internal turmoil I was feeling and experiencing every time I walked into the office. And so I'm like, God, kind of prepare me for the layoff. Granted, not the financial component of the layoff, but, and now, fast forward to this pivot that I'm undergoing, I'm like, God it's like there have been like little inklings hinting at and preparing me for what this transition, preparing me for this transition that's about to take place. So I'm saying all that to say is that if you are in a pivot, or you feel like just shit is off about life, like you're not happy, maybe you're feeling some type of anxiety, or maybe a little bit of depression, you're just not happy with your life, I just encourage you to, one, talk to God about it and ask God to show you, like, Lord, make it plain and clear. Show me what it is that I need to do in order to get out of this, because this ain't it, because it really ain't it. But also really pay attention to the small things. Like, how do you feel in certain environments? How do you feel around certain people? Because I had one of three options. In this pivot that I'm undergoing, I have one of three options. And I got quiet. And I highly encourage you to sit in stillness, sit in solitude, sit in quiet. Whether that's on your yoga mat, whether that's in your prayer closet, whether that's in the bathroom, in your car, just find some time to be still, because that's how you're able to hear clearer. Like, you can hear yourself clearer, and you can hear God clearer. Like, Lord, what is it? What do you want me to do? What are you asking me to do? What are you guiding me to do? Like, make it plain and clear. And you got to sit in that stillness multiple times. And it doesn't always just come in that moment. Like, you may get some deposits in that just one sitting, like, but I guarantee you, in every sitting, even if it's just for 5 minutes of stillness, I don't know if you want to do quiet, or if you want to put you some meditation music on, worship music on. Like, I go on YouTube and look for instrumental worship music and sit and meditate. And sometimes God deposits a scripture as I'm sitting in stillness. Sometimes God deposits just one word. Sometimes I reflect on, or I see an image of something, or when I think about something, I determine, like, how am I feeling right now just thinking about this. And so in getting clarity about this pivot that I'm undergoing at the moment, I had one of three options. And with each of those three options, I sat in stillness and I observed how my body felt when thinking about each option. And there was only one option that gave me peace. One option. So that eliminated the other two options. So that is one way to really connect with God, get in tune with yourself, to center yourself, and to get that clarity that you might be looking for and that you need. It's solitude and stillness are very important. And I know sometimes it's hard for people to be still or to be by yourself, but if you want to grow, if you want clarity, you're going to have to get over whatever fear you have of being by yourself, or doing things by yourself. You're going to have to get over it, because that is, the answers aren't always found in talking to other people, because people don't be knowing shit. Some people do be knowing shit, but sometimes people don't be knowing shit. And when people do know shit, sometimes it's based off of their own limited experiences. Like, that is something that I've learned, is like, and this is not me talking shit about people or like saying that people don't be knowing, but it's like, there's only one who has all of the answers, and that's God. Like, people can give you opinions and suggestions all they want, but it may not be, and it may be sound advice, but it may not be in alignment with what God is calling you to do or what God has for you to do. So if you do get advice from people, sit in solitude with that advice and ask God about it. And ask God to give you clarity and peace around the path that He has you, like, give you peace and clarity about the path that you're supposed to take next. Like, I guarantee you will get peace if you ask for it. And y'all, so when sitting in solitude thinking about one of the three options that I have, there was literally only one that gave me peace. I said, okay, I follow the peace. Follow the peace. So that's how I came to clarity about this pivot. And I hope that this video gives you some type of hope that you will get the clarity that you need. But also you gotta seek the Lord, and you also have to go within. Like, it's okay to go within. You have to go within, because the answers are within, and the answers are definitely with Him, and they'll be deposited once you sit with self and sit with Him. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents And I hope that it helps someone, because it has definitely helped me. And I'm nervous about this pivot. I'm kind of excited. It's very changes. It's hard. It's not even hard. It's just uncomfortable, because you get so used to your routines and your systems and your what. I don't even got full systems. I do have, now that I think about it, I do have some systems. I can have better systems, but I do have some systems. And so I'm like, it's like starting a new garden or turning a page into a new chapter. And I'm about to get emotional thinking about it, so I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to cry right now. Yeah, so I hope this helps, and I hope that you are inspired. I hope that you're encouraged. I hope that that God gives you the clarity that you need, that you're looking for. I pray that you find peace in your decisions, and I pray that you get comfortable in being by yourself, comfortable in practicing mindfulness, comfortable in cultivating peace in your life, because sometimes peace, when you're used to operating in chaos or dysfunction, peace feels a bit abnormal, but it's great. It's great. So I don't know how to close this out, but I'm just sending love your way. Sending love your way, and looking forward to hearing what's next for you as well, as I get started on this new chapter as I prepare to close this chapter and step into a new chapter. Okay, bye. Peace. Because I'm about to cry.